3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the curve. 56.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Throwing on first down. Matthews. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Matthews. Caught by Allen. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready up. Take some mark, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. Rock it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. And it's complete. Henry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike 319. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Come get some. Come on,
From the gun, Matthews. He's got a man open. That's Allen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On the set. Hey, high 7. Watch the pass. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Matthews, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
That's another Chargers first
down.
On 1st down, Matthews. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Matthews. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 54. I got you. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 5-4. Record. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. He's got Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun, Matthews. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Able to get this to go. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Matthews. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Coleman now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, box truck.
On first down, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On first down, Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. They will run again with Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. On third down, a run from White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Allen going to go on 4th down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at that 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
That's what I do.
General West.
Now a tipped carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
I don't even know why this team's...
Hey, Echo.
On third down, Matthews. Open man, it's Allen. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for LA. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Matthews. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me
To throw again. Matthews. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Dirty base. 54.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this... will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You're out.
Here's Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Matthews. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on second down. Matthews. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Allen. He gets it to James White. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On the ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.